Thing. Well, hello, you trader nerds. We got us a little sell-off here, and real traders never trade alone. They trade with their fellow nerds like Glenn and Bruce and DB and Darmesh and Don and Donnie and Doug and Dwayne and Edwin and Frank and iPhone and James and Jason and Jin and John and Locke and Meyer and Matt, Jolly Wally and Matt G and Mike Anderson and Mike Smith and Mo and Mustafa and Notional Ed. PSG, Ricardo, Robert, and Robert's iPad, Sarb, Stacy, Stephen, Todd, Tyler, and Walt. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is the time of our lives that we have been waiting for. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to tell you this, but what's going to happen is there are people today who are going to puke their positions, and they're going to take their realized losses, and they're going to say, screw the 111 and screw the 112 because these trades don't work, and they're going to go on and chase the rest of their little bitty trades, and they're going to try to find something else, and then they'll start doing iron condors until that doesn't work. Then they'll find something else. Y'all, this is what we wanted to happen, because if we are not tested, if our plan, and we've got a written plan, if our written plan is not tested and it doesn't work, then we need to throw it in the garbage. We've got a plan that tells us what to do, and we've got to stick by it. Now, look, I've got a circuit breaker even. If I have a daily drawdown of 5% or more, which there's a good likelihood that I do today, then all I got to do is just close it off. I mean, I got that in there. If I have 5% more or less, then I could do, I could just close it down and say, take my losses and just be done with it. Or we can see if there's some other things that we can do. All right. Now, most of you are in the position of you're looking at your individual trades, and don't do that. Look first at your portfolio to see if your portfolio is ready to go. Oh, by the way, I updated. If you want to buy the latest spreadsheet and the latest trading plan, I just uploaded them yesterday to the Gumroad site. So if you look in the description of this video below, you'll be able to buy the spreadsheet and the trading plan. Now, after today, you see how we're doing. You may not want the trading plans. You might say, screw that. I don't want that, brother. I don't want that pay. But this is good. 2.48% down, y'all. This is a big monster, and we are going down still. We may be at 3% down by the end of the day, or we could be more. Can you stand the heat? Volume looks like it's elevated a little bit. The VIX, y'all, went from, what was it yesterday, 18 or so, 19 to 26. This is your pain point. Your pain point is not that your positions are threatened. Your pain point is the volatility that has increased significantly. It is at 26, and this is a great time. If you're just starting the trading plan that we have, this is a great time to get started now that volatility is at 26. And you've got to understand what volatility does. Let me just show it to you. Volatility does this. It goes up and then it goes down, and it goes up and it goes down. And sometimes it goes parabolic. Look at that. It got up to 30 today, and then it goes down. Now, can you hold your positions when volatility goes from 19 to 30? That is hard, y'all. It's very, very difficult. So I want everybody to take a big old breath here, and everybody just kind of cool down a little bit, and let's just look and see how things are today. Okay, so let's look at our little account. Well, no, let's look at our big green monster first, because the big green monster is pretty neat. Big green monster shows that we have some support here at 5344. Will it hold? Now, here's the good news, is it looks as if that this is oversold for the fair value zone above. If we stay in this area, we should pop back in here. Now, that's the good thing. Now, here's the bad news. If we go here, then we are overbought for the fair value zone below, and then you're going to be looking at the 52.28 perhaps. But I think that we're a little overdone here. A little overdone here. And the amazing thing is, all it's going to take, I understand that there were some reports out today, economic reports, and the reports were not good. Well, normally, bad news in the market is good news because that means that the Fed is going to lower rates earlier. Now, apparently, and I don't even know what the numbers were today. I think it was employment numbers. Or I have no idea. I hadn't followed it. But whatever, if those were bad, then that's probably good for us getting a rate cut. Now, it will take the traders out there a day or two to figure out, dull, bad economic numbers is good for us getting a rate cut. So this will probably reverse. But what do I know? Let's look at the linear regression. Linear regression shows that, wow, we had a big up day followed by two big down candles. And indeed, it looks like, just based on linear regression, that we're overdone. We would anticipate a little bit of recovery here, but who knows? Just don't know. So let's see how bad of a job our account is in. Have we blown out yet? Are we close to blowing out? Well, let's just take a look and see what we've got here. So let's pull it up, go to net lick, see how bad it is. 8, 2, 24. And did we blow out? What have we done here? Well, they're logging me out because they're like, Bobby, we don't even want you trading anymore. You're such a loser. Let's see here what we got here. So our net lick, let's see which account it is. It's this one, down $12,000, y'all. Wow, on this $50,000 account. That's a big meatball. So let's see what the net lick is of this account. Give me just a second. But I want to make sure y'all are okay. I want to make sure y'all are okay. If I lose every penny in these accounts, I don't care. Well, I do care, but it's not going to affect my quality of life because I don't need this money. I don't use this money. I don't depend on this money. So let's see what we're at. We are at, ooh, this is a bad one, y'all. This is a bad day. Let's put it in. Here we go. Make sure that's the only one I got lit up there. We are at 35,037.07. Let's play the Price is Right music. Ooh, Lord, I'm telling you, we went from being 20% up to now 16% down on the year. So let's look at it. Let's see what our Greeks and ratios are. Greeks and ratios are 499, 286, 499, 286, 286. We've got some theta, don't we? Look at that, 0.82% theta. And we said that the VIX was, what, 25 or 26? 26, almost 27, y'all. So let's put in 27 or 26. 26. And let's see what our buying power usage is. Now, this is going to be ugly. This is going to be ugly because look at this, y'all. It says we've got negative buying power. What are we going to do? Well, let's see. Let's see what we can do here. Our buying power is, go to positions, go to cap requirement, and let's see what they've got us at here. They've got us at 63.15. Let's make sure that's the case. 63.15. That's more than our account balance. 63.15. 63.15. All right. First thing we're going to do, boy, we're even getting an error there. Look at that. So let's go over here. Uh-oh. Let's fix that. Let's move this one here. 172%. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this might cause the average regular old trader to panic. Does it cause Sweet Bobby to panic? Not at all. Let's get in here and let's work on this. So let's go and let us look at a couple of things that we can do to kind of reduce that a little bit. So we do have Bill, and Bill is bringing up a certain amount of buying power, 14,672, right? 14,672. So let's look at closing Bill just to give us some relief. Well, let's go to Bill, and we've got 641 shares. So let's go here and close position. Yeah, at 91.46, and let's sell those. fractional orders can mean market orders. Let's see. We got to change our thing here. Let's change it to 641. 641. There we go. Review and send and send. Beautiful. Now let's see what we're doing. So still 496, 277. That shouldn't have changed that at all. Now our buying power went from requirement from 60,000 to 59,213. Wow, that didn't give us much relief at all, did it? But let's put it in 59,213. We're making incremental adjustments. 59,213. Beautiful. All right, now 499, 286. Still 169% buying power. All right, let's go and see what else we can do. Now, first of all, we've got a couple of things that, how much does it say that our deltas are too high? Let's see, 446, okay. Let's see what we can do here. Now, we've got a list of things that tells us what to do here. Let's just kind of go through them quickly. All right. Portfolio adjustments and risk metrics. Now, first thing we can do, if any of your Greeks and trade metrics, delta, theta, and buying power are violated, permission is granted, subject to the risk tolerance, to adjust the portfolio by closing profitable positions. Y'all, I don't know that we have any profitable positions, but let's look. Let's look at the spreadsheet. And let's go over here. And let's see if we've got any naked puts that we have not closed. Let's see, PDS, naked put 19, the 50-50. Is that the one that I couldn't find the other day? Naked put 19, let's find him. He's still got 105 days left. There's no way that that's profitable. But let's see if we can find naked put 19. So here we go. And MES, naked put 19. Y'all help me find him. I don't see him. See right here, naked put 19. There's naked put 19. Nope, he is down $1,228. Naked put 21 is down $981. Naked put 20 is down $1,300. There's nothing that we can do with those particular ones. Now, Meyer and I just had our individual counseling session, and here's another thing that we can do. If something becomes a 10 delta, we can roll it out, right? And so what he and I did is went through this little analysis here and started looking at all of our expirations. Now, this is kind of cool. This will show you if you have the a position there. So you can look and see what you've got at 14 days. Let's see what we've got at 14 days here. There's a put debit spread, nowhere near the money, a put debit spread. There's a put debit spread. There's a put debit spread, nothing, put debit spread, and none of those are near the money. So there's no nakeds out at 14 days. All right, let's go to 48 days. See what we have here. 48 days, there's put debit spreads, there's put debit spreads, there's put debit spreads, there's put debit spreads, and nothing down here. Good, so 48 days, we're all good. Let's go to 49 days. Put debit spread close to being in the money. Let's go down. Put debit spread. Put debit spread. Put debit spreads. And I don't think I have any naked puts out here. Good. 49 days is good. And this kind of helps you make better decisions here and makes you feel better about your positions. So all the way to 77 days, we don't have any naked puts, y'all. Everybody see that? We've only got protection. These nice little put debit spreads. There's put debit spread. And we may have a naked here. Let's see. No, looks like we close this naked. Okay. So there's 77 days. How much over do we have to be in our BP before Tasty calls a margin call? That's a good question, Robert. I haven't received anything about a margin call yet. So that's kind of, we'll see what happens. And if they're making me make some adjustments. So through 77 days, y'all, I haven't got a single naked put to adjust or manage. Now let's go down to the 105. Now, this is where we're going to have some problems, right? In 105 days, let's see our naked puts here. Now, remember, naked puts, if they become a 30 delta, that's still a 70% probability that those are going to expire out of the money and that you're going to make full profit on those things. So you got to keep that in mind. So let's see what our naked puts are out 105 days. All right, here we go. We're close. Now you see we've got some put debit spreads in the money, in the money, in the money. And then what do we have? We've got naked puts here. Now, what's this? Naked put is at 29% probability of being the money, 27% probability of money, 23% probability of money. Actually, I don't think that, I'm going to wait a little bit. Let's see if we wait until this gets to 31. Let's see what the market's doing. Have we recovered a little bit? Yeah, we recovered a little bit. The market is pretty much saying Bobby has written a line in the sand right here. This is support. So we need to bounce off that. Now, that doesn't mean that we're not going to just plow right through it later on. But for right now, it's respecting that little area right there. So there's no need, and I hope everybody sees it, there's no need at this point to roll those puts. There's no need to roll those puts at all. Okay? No need to roll them because they're at a 29 delta. Close. And if I need some buying power relief, I could roll it out, but I don't think that I'm there yet. So let's go to step number 3 and see what it says. It says, hey, you can, hold on a minute, let me get back to my little plan here. The thing says that we can roll losing positions to extend trade duration. I don't really see that happening because really my roll comes when it becomes a 30 delta. That's when I want to roll. Now, we can sell 10 delta calls nearest to 60 days to expiration. Now, what about that? Does anybody want to sell calls here and get smacked in the face with those things? No. Now, we could sell futures, y'all, to reduce deltas and buying power. Now, that would work out good. Let's see what it would do if we did a few of those, all right? So, again, if we go back over here, why can't you close the put debit spreads that are profitable at this point? Robert, if they are at 100%, absolutely you could, right? So let's see if we can find those. If those are at 100%, you could, but I'm not sure that these are 100%. Let's look at this. Let's do this one, 5,400, 53. Let's see, how do I do that one? That's 5450, 5400. Let's see. Let's look at positions. This is 105 days. So let's go to positions, probably out here. 105 days. Uncheck that, uncheck that, uncheck that. Here's a put debit spread, right? And it is at 116% profitable. Profit and loss on the open is 161. Does anybody know what the maximum profit is that I can make on the put debit spread? Does anybody know?
It's the width of the spread.
It's the width of the spread times.
Oh, actually, you're an MES, so it's 5.
Times 5, absolutely.
Minus the cost you paid for it.
Minus the cost I paid for it. So the maximum profit that I can make on that is $200, right? And that one's $161 profitable. So it's still got a little juice in it if it goes down. Let's look at PDS 20. It is $195 profitable. That one, both of them are in the money. That one may be worth closing. Ed, what do you think on that one? $195 profit?
I think it's close because, you know, these way far out put debit spreads are not going to max out unless you're super, super far below for a while.
Yeah. So that one I could potentially close.
Where's that one marking, Bobby? The bid and the ask.
Where does it show it?
That's a 51. Okay. You just do a close and let's see what it offers you. It's
okay. Close position.
Yeah. So you're at 24 of 50 possible points.
Mm-hmm.
And even at 50, you'll have made the full, and you can't do that until the very last second. Like
Right.
literally the last minute or two, it'll mark at 49.5, and then you can get 50 at the very last second. So,
Right.
and this is 105 DTE. So the longer we stay below the put debit spread, the more value that will crank out every day. But if we have a rally, you're going to lose some value. So there's that gimme gotcha. I mean, you kind of are at about if you take the 50 that max value and you subtract the roughly 10 points you paid for it, I'm guessing, give or take a point. So you have 40 max points that you can make, and you're at 25, which would be 5/8 or about 62 or 3%. That's pretty high up there, given you're 105 days out. I kind of like looking at these, like how much protection do I have left? Well, you've got half of the protection left in this thing. So it still does have some weight to lift for you. And in that regard, maybe leave it on. Do you not have any of those? We were at 77 DTE and closer. You had nothing naked in those.
Nothing
time
naked. Those
frames.
have all been closed.
Are none of those PDSs marking well, maybe?
No, these are the ones that are in the money is in this last expiration.
Okay, so none of those earlier DTEs were really
Right.
ITM? Okay.
Mhm.
So I mean, you got three. You could take off one batch and kind of hedge your decision that way. You take one off and you still have two others on.
Yeah, you could do that.
And then the other thing, and I know you're going to get to it, Bobby, but
Mhm.
like you could buy a couple of long puts somewhere along the way and reduce your buying power that way.
Yep, you're exactly right. And
And I
let's
know
look
you're
at
getting
that.
to that in your list, but I'm not sure that might not be a better way to go.
Yeah, you're exactly right. So we'll just look at everything, right? So, and the cool thing is, it did say that if I close this, I think it said it was going to give me $150 something of buying power relief if I close one of these little things there.
And Bobby, the other thing is like you could right mouse click on that and set to get out of it at 38. And if it gets to 38 and you're not looking, boom, it'll get you out, like. So that's something you or anyone that's got some put debit spreads that are in play and you're not sure what to do.
In other words, put a GTC order in them and see if
Yeah,
it gets
like at
hit.
37 or whatever price you think you might want to blow out of this thing, go ahead and put it in. So if we blow down to it and you're feeding the chickens or something, it'll get you out.
That's good idea.
Just to not have to watch it, because I know you got a zillion positions on all the time. So that's a thought.
Yeah.
And just to kind of share in this Discord and all the other Discord, no one's really come out with the definitive answer on how to manage these things.
Yeah, the put debit spreads are a little bit
Yeah.
yeah, they're
So
the wild
you're
card.
at 50%, and you're really at 63 or so percent after the cost of the thing is accounted for. But again, you've got 20 something more points to pull out of it. So it still offers some protection for you. I'd be hard pressed to decide what to do here, but you do have three put debit spreads of 3 each. And if you kind of had the urge to take one off, you're over 50% profitable on the thing. So not terrible from that standpoint.
Yeah. So let's keep that on the table as one possible thing that we could do, right? Let's do that.
And we can keep talking because the market's bounced about 15 points while we were. So,
wow, Ed, you're good luck, man. Look at you. I'm telling you, Ed, look, how does this thing work? It knows that, hey, Bobby's got a line here. This is support. I don't know how it works like that, but it's crazy how often this thing moves.
Technical analysis is funny because the more people that watch it and the more algos they program around it, the more valid it might be, but expected move for today and yesterday and the day before, like we've been blowing right through the expected move for the day, like it's not even real. So that's all a form of technical analysis and expectations.
Let's look at our expected move here. You speak about that, Ed, and sure enough, we blew out there. We had a little blowout there to the upside, and then
a hard reversal off of that resistance. That came day before yesterday.
Yeah.
And then even the week before, the week we topped out, look at that. We basically fell from topping out at the top of the expected move to blowing right through it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of been pretty aggressive.
Yeah, it's definitely been like here, outside
all
the
those
expected
weeks
move.
have seen
and even here
blow through.
we were over there, and here to the upside actually. So we're due a calm. I say we're due a calm week, but we'll see. A lot of times, if you see a lot of these months or these weeks that are outside the expected move, then hopefully we're going to have a kind of a calm week for things to come in and for our theta to settle down. So let's see. All right, so let's see what else we could do. We could sell futures. I hate selling futures, y'all, but let's just see what it would do if we
Yeah.
did sell a future. So if we clicked on the bid of
You have to
this,
do something because you do have your buying power is over 100%. So you're probably on Tasty's list to call, or they're assuming they'll give you a day or two to handle it.
yeah, you're right. That they're
That's
going
my thought, but
that they're
you
going to
know,
require us
I
to do
think
something.
something has to be done.
Yeah, I think you're right. And it probably is going to have to be something like the selling the future, or we're also going to look, why don't we also look at the let's see what the zebra does for us as well. I think that would be good. So let's see what our deltas were if we were to get back to delta neutral. Our Greeks and ratios were,
I think you said you had 400 and something
yeah,
deltas.
400 and something. So that's almost a mini. So that's what,
I was going to
9?
say that would be about 8 or 9 micros or almost 1 ES, but oof, Bobby, I'd rather see you buy. I mean, I don't have the answer, you know, none of us really have the answer, but I'd really almost rather see you buy like a 7-day or 14 DTE put straight out instead of or do 2 or 3 micros and not, I don't know. I hate to see you fully hedge out your delta and then get obliterated on any kind of rally on those short micros.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Right. So,
Bobby,
yeah.
what about
Hey,
maybe,
Floss.
hey, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
What about closing out maybe some of the naked puts on some of your black swan hedges?
That's probably what I should do. And actually, remember, here's why we're in the trouble that we're in is because you remember I did those 33 puts. Remember? That's
Yeah.
where my problem is coming. 33 puts. Where are those? So we could either close those or we could, here they are right here. Now, see, look, though, they're down $16,000. I mean, I hate to do that, but what I could do is buy the 55 puts down below it to actually make it a hedge. Now, that would be kind of expensive, but we certainly could look at that.
Or you could just close part of them and just see what kind of relief you get.
Yeah, close part of them and take that relief in. Let's look
Then
at the,
if it
look at the,
reverses, you'll make that back up.
yeah, if it reverses, you're right. Let's see, let's look at the futures first. Let's do this. Let's go back to MES. And let's see what the futures would do for us. If we did, I'm like you, Ed, I think 4 or 5 of them, right, would probably be the most that I'd want to do. So if we did the bid here and we did like a quantity of 2, 3, or 4 of those, doesn't give me a lot of buying power relief though. Doesn't give me that much. Gives me
Now,
5,000.
go look at like that 14 DTE hedge or something. Let's look at that before you click the button. If you don't mind, I mean, I'm not, I'm just,
No,
I know
I think
you're, I know we're in think tank mode here, so
yeah, this is good though. This is good. This is what we want to happen, y'all. So let's go 14 days. And if we were to buy something, what do you think, Ed?
looking.
What if we bought some
Yeah,
4,500s?
click on one. Let's just look and see what one of those would do for you.
Yeah,
So it's not a ton of delta.
not much at all, is it? Cost me $345 in.
Yeah,
Saying it wouldn't give me relief. It's saying it would actually be a dip. Did I click sell or buy?
no,
Yeah, I
you
clicked
have
buy.
ES selected, and it is a buy.
Yeah. All right, let's look at
Yeah, that didn't make a lot of sense. The amount you'd have to buy there would be immense.
that would be immense. Let's look at MES again. Let's look and see what if we follow the rules on a let's go here. Let's go 60 days and let's just see what a zebra would do for us. That'd be interesting. So a zebra is buying Let me look at it again. Buying at the money. Zebra. Sell one at the money and buy two in the money puts nearest to 60 days so that the extrinsic value is near zero. So sell one at the money. That would be selling this one and buying two here. See what this would do. And quantity. There we go. And make that two. Have I still got, hold on a second. Let me clear everything. Selling an at the money. Buying two. There. So this extrinsic value is near zero. Let's just look at this. This doesn't look like it's going to do that much either, Ed. There's extrinsic value of zero. $1,200 there, a little negative delta there, little theta there. What does it look like? This looks like this. Let's look at it. Okay. Let's go to curve and analysis. And remember, this is why we kind of like this better than the futures, because it gives us limited damage to the upside, right, Ed? That's what we thought. Limited damage to the upside.
Yep.
Yep. All right. So that's one possibility to do something. But I still think we're going to have to buy some futures. I mean, I just think that's what we're going to have to do to get delta neutral. Let me look at those ES positions and see where I've got those 33. That's where the big pain is coming.
And Bobby, Tyler just mentioned something, because again, I'm not viewing your stuff on a day-by-day basis, but some of your members are. Tyler just mentioned you have a 2x loss on your naked puts in your trading plan. Those 3 naked puts that are 26 to 29 in the money are probably well over that.
Yeah, we could close those, couldn't we?
Yeah, maybe you ought to. It looks like you're going to have to just close something somewhere, either some of your ES bombshell puts, or your nakeds, your other, nakeds, even though your bombshell nakeds are nakeds also. But you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what this looks like. Here's my pain points down here. Go down low, 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 low. Where's it at? Boy, those are safe. But if, God, that would be a lot of money to do this. Let's see. If we bought 55 here, that gives me $36,000 worth of buying power. But I mean, the price of that, I mean, that's we don't have enough buying power to do that. We don't have enough buying power to do that. So I think you're right. We may have to close some of these. Let's clear everything. Let's go close position. And let's change our quantity here, see what that would do. Buying power efficiency there. Let's see if we reduce the quantity a little bit.
Yeah, maybe like 15 of them might do it.
Maybe 15 or so.
I'm just kind of guessing.
That's a step in the right direction, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
So
think
that's
we
a
got
10-6 of buying power relief. I mean, you for sure look like you need that much.
Yeah, I think we've got to do that. I think we got to do that. And now, and remember, this is where I messed up because I didn't think about using the analysis tab to do these things. I didn't think about it. And the problem is you hate doing this though, because that's only a 5 delta. I mean, they're perfectly safe, but it's the same time we got to do something to show Tasty that, hey, we're working on the buying power here, because that's what our real problem is.
Yeah, and your other choice is to, as Tyler suggested, maybe go look at those actual, look, these are naked because they're part of a bombshell hedge tranche that's not completed, but they're naked right now. You
Mhm.
also have your nakeds and maybe were those
Tyler's
naked?
right. The plan says that if something gets to a 2x loss, that I can take it off. I mean, it's not
But
like
it's
I'm going
possible
against the
those
beat.
may not give you what you need either. Let's take a look, because those are just 3 micros. I hate to say, but I don't think they're going to do it. You can try to buy one back and just see. And
Hey Bobby, can you just look in your trade tab to see where they are percentage wise on the loss? I'm just kind of curious.
On my position tab,
Yeah.
yeah, let's look at that.
I've got a
Yeah.
couple that are at around 200 that I'm considering closing, but I'm still weighing my options.
This says negative 243%. Tyler, I think you bring up something good though. I think that's something that I need to do. I mean, I don't think that doing nothing is the option here. I mean, you hate taking the loss, but I think you got to. Let's see what that does. So that's taking out these naked put 20s.
And look, naked put 19 right above it. Looks like it could be plucked out of there too.
Yep, naked put 19 is a 200. Naked put 21 is not quite there, but let's take this
No.
one out. Let's undo this one. Come here, little fella. Why? I don't want you to be. All right, so let's take out naked put 20. Close position, 3 of those.
See, that's going to give you $1,900. It's still not going to get you where you need to be, but that is in your plan to bust out of those. So,
Yeah.
maybe do that as step 1 and then
They're not going to let me do it with the buying power, though. Look at that. Now, what would that reduce my buying power? That ought to increase my buying power.
I don't know about that.
Now, that's
To
strange.
me, you could close this position and realize the loss that your account's already reflecting. I don't know. I have no idea why it won't let you do that.
Hold on. Buy 3. Buy 3. Yeah, look at there, Ed. It's showing a debit.
I don't get that though. I really don't. Let's see. I can't imagine. I don't know. I don't know. It says margin check failed and this little error message on the right. I don't know what that means. I don't know why you're not being able to take that off. You're removing risk. It should be a plus. It's definitely a plus delta. It's a plus delta move. I don't really.
Let's try one of the other ones and see if it lets us do that. Let's
Yeah, what was NP19? That was the other one. It was at like 211%.
yeah, it's one of these, I think. So let's see if we close this. Close position, full. That is strange that they're charging a debit for that. That just,
Yeah, Bobby,
yeah.
look up at the top before you even click that button. It's just look at your BP usage up top. It was 167. Now it says $14. I don't understand that either. You see what I'm talking about?
No, where are you at, Ed?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong account.
Looking at another account. Yeah, this is the only one that we've got in a situation where it's like we gotta do something. Everything else looks fine.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong account. I'm sorry. I mean, honestly, I don't really see anything, and not knowing your account 1,000%. It looks like some of these bombshell hedge shorts are going to have to be. I think they're going to have to be removed anyway. But whether you want to pause this and go call Tasty now and let us hold and come back and tell us why they wouldn't let you exit or whatever, like this, I do not understand why it won't let you exit that.
Let's see if it lets me exit these. Let's see if it would let me exit these 33 here.
Yeah, blow out a 10 of those and
See, it's
just,
saying buying power efficiency is that. That's crazy. Yeah, let's move it to 10 or so. See, it's saying it's a debit. Okay, so I've got a, okay.
oh, you already have a closing. Yeah, go.
let's
That
go
was your
find it.
original order you probably put in when you loaded it in the first
Yeah, let's
place.
go to working orders. Working orders.
I'm with Walt. I'd sign out and sign back in.
Sign out and sign back in? Is that what
Yeah.
Walt said? When I have screwy numbers, I've been told to sign out using the lower left-hand corner and then sign back in to reset. Well, hell, let's do that.
Yeah, try it.
Sign out.
That worked for me yesterday.
Oh, wow. Can you imagine if that's the case? That would be great. Let's get back in and see what happens.
I know my buying power jumps around all over the place. It'll be showing on my positions page is like over 50%, and then I go to do the cat requirements, and it's back to 31 or so, like I'm supposed to be. So I don't know what's going on there.
Well, now the thing is, look, it's not even opening. Let's see. What? Normally that thing's popped right up. Let's see. Come here. Here we go. Let's check this out. Come here, little feller. Still got some there, but it's not as much, is it?
Nope.
You're exactly right, though. That's crazy. That number was what? Significantly higher than that.
Yeah, I think it was about 3 times higher than that.
Yeah, it was.
And she couldn't give me a good reason for it. She just said that's the way it is.
Really?
that's what happened after the market rose.
Wow. Okay. Now it's down to 16,230. Huh. Now let's see if it'll let me close something. Let's just see. Let's go to positions here. Lord, who's calling me from Bowden? Hold on one second, y'all. Hello, this is Bobby. Good, Rebecca. How are you? Yes. Lord, yes, girl. Yeah.
Okay, so we have got a link for us to pay you for our sponsorship here at the clinic.
Okay, I'll email you one.
Let me give you the email address. Let me know when you're ready.
Okay, hold on one second. I think Donna gave it to me though.
I know if we don't get it paid today, I'll make it.
Oh no, you'll be fine. What's the email? Got it. All right, I'll send it over. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord, yeah. Lord, yeah.
So do you mind if I give her your number?
Sure, that'll be fine. Okay, yeah, I'd be love to talk to her.
Thank you, Bobby.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so here we are. Now let's see positions. Let's do least 33. See if it's still giving me a thing where it's saying you can't do it. Yeah, it's still doing the thing. Let me call Tasty, y'all. Let me just call them and say, why will you not let me close something? I think that's what we'll do. Let's take a pause and then I'll come back and we'll see what we got to do here. Let me
You're gonna
pause.
mute us, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna mute you and I'm gonna pause the recording.
Yeah, I don't want you to give away your critical account information.
Got you. Y'all hold on.
Hey, Ed.
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, this is Steve. I was thinking something. You know, he probably has a GTC order on those 33 shorts to fill the longs.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you're if you got an open GTC order
Mhm.
and then you're uh trying to close those positions. I wonder would that conflict with each other or not?
Yeah, in fact, it should have flashed a message. It did that once
It
on the
did. Hey,
33.
here's the thing though, is hold on, my screen sharing. Let me do that. Okay. Let me say this. One thing too, y'all, is that one of the things, and let's just try this. You just brought up something that made me think of something. One time, now I'm not saying this is the case with this, okay? But let's try this. One of the times I got a margin call from Thinkorswim, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. I thought I had plenty of buying power. Why am I getting a margin call? I got a margin call because of the GTC orders that I had. Now that would be interesting to see, wouldn't it? If that's one of the reasons. Let's cancel that 3,300. Let's see what this one is right here. That would be interesting to see. Cancel order. Okay, now let's go to positions, gap requirement. I'll be damned.
Hmm.
Do y'all see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we figured it out, didn't we?
Dang, we figured it out, y'all. Who did that? Who said that? Who was that?
Who's Steve?
Steve.
That was
Steve,
me.
dude, Steve, you're my savior, though. I
Yeah,
remember now. It's like with you bringing that up about it, it would flag you that I couldn't do it. That's the thing. It was. I remember it now. I got a call from Tasty, not from Tasty, from Thinkorswim, and they like, dude, you got a margin call. I'm like, why am I getting a margin call? It doesn't make sense. And they said it's because of all those GTC orders that you had in there. Y'all, this is amazing.
yeah, for some reason I thought they would be conflicting with each other.
Dude, I love you. It's like I could give you mouse sugar if you was here right now.
Hey, I'll see you in Atlanta in a couple weeks.
Well, Hey, don't be expecting tongue. I'll say that. How about that? Oh my God. This is amazing, y'all. Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yeah,
listen, here's the thing. I was fixing to close things at remarkable losses, y'all. And, you know, in order to have to do this, but I think I'm good now. I mean, I may close another GTC order, but this is crazy. Wow.
And
And
I'm
I forgot
thinking,
all about that. I forgot all about that, that the GTC orders, and that's why y'all have heard me before. You know, some of y'all are saying, I want to put a GTC order to close my naked puts when they're 95% profitable. And I'm like, I would limit the number of GTC orders that you have. And the reason is because, wow, what a learning experience for us today. Okay, so y'all, this is big. I was about to go into the bunker to change stuff, but now I'm like, my positions are perfectly safe. Those 33 puts are perfectly safe at the moment. And now this is very manageable, $823. Very manageable. I wonder if it'd let me close those naked puts now at 200 loss. Let's see. Positions. Let's go to MES. God, what a great day. And trade and 105. I still don't think I want to close them though. Be honest with you. I think I want to roll them if I look at that, Ed. Look at that. Now it's a credit. Now it would let me do it. Oh my God. What a great, this may be the greatest class we've ever had. This really may be the greatest class we've ever had. Amazing. Now I'm down to 4,700, but that's still better than what it was. And I figure if I take out a couple of those GTC orders, that's going to be fine. All right, y'all, this is going to be our Muscadine Mafia session and everything because this was great. So I'm probably going to close a couple of, or not close anything. I'm probably going to take off a couple more of my GTC orders just to get that buying power back positive. And I'll see everybody Monday. Y'all got any questions? How are y'all doing? Let me just say, yeah, way to go, Steve. I mean, Steve is the man of the hour. Steve, that was great. You bringing that up. And that just triggered a memory. I'm like, hey, I've got a margin call before, and it was because all these stupid GTC orders that I have.
And Bobby, is that when you hung up with Tasty? Did Tasty tell you anything, or had you not?
No, I never. Ed, I should have their phone number programmed in. I was Googling their phone number and didn't have it, and I didn't find it yet. And so when Steve told you about, hey, maybe he can't do an order because he's already got a GTC, I was sitting there going, God, that's it. I remember getting a margin call because of my GTC orders.
Hey, Bobby, has your Black Swan hedge really helped your account? Because mine has.
Yeah, I bet yours has. Mine has not, and I'll tell you why. Because I sold those 33. Remember, we had a groundbreaking. I had a groundbreaking moment a couple of weeks ago where I'm like, why didn't I look on the analysis tab to see how many shorts I could sell? And I sold 33 of those puppies, and I should not have sold anywhere
Just
near.
if you take those 33 out of there, you could probably see that your Black Swan hedge is probably helping your account.
Well, y'all want to look while we're at it? Y'all
Sure.
got nothing to do. This is good. We're just do I have a mentorship at 3? Is anybody in here that's got a mentorship with me at 3? Make sure I'm respectful of y'all's time. I know I've got one at 4 today. Hold on one second. Let's see. Let's go to positions. Let's go to cap requirement. Let's see how our Black Swan hedge is doing. So we'll go ES. And we'll go to risk analysis. And leave all my ES on because that's all hedges. And take off all of our MES. And let's see how our thing is doing. We'll take those 33 out and seeing how. God, this is great. I feel so much better. All right. So now let's do points. Let's do, see, and here's the thing is I made the mistake. I don't have a hedge. I have this, but without the 33, let's see what we got. Well, where's my 33? There they are. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
I got a big hedge.
yep, that's, without those, it really changes your account.
Take care of the black tape by going to settings, general, change the font size, and change it back. What is it showing black tape every now and then? It's blitzing out. Scott, I'm in Muscadine Mafia, but I don't know how to get into the live session. Can anyone point me in the right direction? Okay, Scott, we are not having an extra Muscadine Mafia session. This has been well worth the Muscadine Mafia session, what we've done today. This has definitely been good. Been really good. So I don't think I'm gonna do anything other than close a couple GTC orders. All right, how are y'all doing? Anybody need help? Anybody else getting a margin call? Make sure
We need
everybody's
Ed
fine.
to talk up more so the market will go down.
Yeah,
Go
Ed. What's Ed? Ed causing the market to go back up. Look at this, y'all. We got quite the recovery. And look at this, AD line is up and the market is not. Market sideways while AD is up. You could expect this to probably start going up as AD keeps going up. So this is good. Good, good, good. All right, y'all. I love y'all to pieces. And Steve, thank you for triggering that in my mind that, hey, the GTCs count against your buying power. And I think my positions are safe. Nothing's a 30 delta now. And I think I'm just going to sit here. So y'all have a good one. And I will see everybody on Monday. Wow. Unbelievable.